Lisa, your feelings and your thoughts on the verdict in the federal case.
I think it's perfect, as it should be. It was not brought up in the state case. We were able to get information and forensics from cell phones showing that there was racism within their blood and within their families, and there was testimony to that. This is a typical, for me, example of racial profiling from the moment that he was seen looking around a construction site to being followed and stalked after with the assumption that he was doing something wrong. And they weren't going to have it. They did not want a black man in their neighborhood looking at a construction site that didn't have any no trespass signs and a pastime that a lot of people indulge in. So I hated this case so much because of the fact that we have a former retired police officer who was part and parcel to doing this, and this poor man never had a chance.
And you're right about that. That's one of the saddest parts of this, that one of them, did have a law enforcement background and actually worked for the district attorney's office down there for a time. And really, Lisa, I really feel like who knows what would have happened had William Bryan, one of the men charged in this, had he not been recording some of this with his cell phone. And he actually recorded the final kind of part of the confrontation between Travis McMichael and Ahmaud Arbery. This may have ended much differently had we not had that cell phone video.
It's true. That was the Pandora's box in all of this, the exposure. And you remember when Roddy was on the circuit, he had his lawyer and he was doing media interviews and he wasn't charged at that point. I mean, it was a terrible joke to say, oh, I'm the one with the video, I'm the good guy, et cetera, et cetera. And then we come to find out, he was part of this, and we could hear him talking on body cam and some of the commentary that he had. So I think everything that happened right now with all these guilty verdicts, I'm not surprised, and I'm glad it did.
Yeah, I don't think it's a shock at all, given everything we've learned, especially about the racial slurs that we learned that they used.